The tea ceremony. Traditionally, the tea ceremony is held outside, or in a small room set apart from other buildings. And it is this simplicity of settings, more than anything, which epitomizes the spirit of the tea. This was epitomized by the single wild flower and everyday plainness which decorated the tea house. Born of the tea ceremony, wabi is an aesthetics of finding richness and sincerity in simplicity. Etiquette. In the serving of the tea, the host spoons some powdered green matcha tea into a ceramic bowl, adds hot water from the kettle, and stirs briskly with a small whisk. In receiving the tea, the guest takes it with his right hand and, steadying it on his left palm, turns it once or twice before drinking. After drinking, the guest wipes the rim with his finger and then his finger with a small napkin. In addition to the tea, appreciation of the utensils, room decor, and the garden, as well as the chemistry between the host and guests, are all essential elements of sado. Shodo. Shodo traces its origins to China. It was introduced to Japan in the 8th century. Japanese calligraphy, or shodo, is a highly developed art form using the fude and sumi, or the brush and black ink, to write Japanese and Chinese characters. There are 3 basic styles: kaisho, gyosho, and shusho, with kana added as a 4th style. Kaisho is an unabbreviated block style with little movement. It is also called shinsho. Gyosho is an intermediate style, neither as stiff as kaisho nor as flowing as shusho. Shusho is a highly cursive or abbreviated style written with swift strokes. Its freedom and aesthetic appeal has made shusho very popular with calligraphy masters. Japanese calligraphy is judged not only by its surface beauty and meaning, but also by the calligrapher's character. The Japanese sword, or katana. The Japanese sword achieved its basic single-edged curve shape in the Heian period and reached new heights of excellence with many outstanding swordsmiths in the Kamakura period. For centuries, the sword remained the primary weapon for fighting until firearms proliferated in the mid-16th century. Whereas the Western sword is a two-edged weapon for penetrating and stabbing, the Japanese sword is a single-edged weapon for slashing and cutting. In addition, the Japanese sword must fulfill the 3 functional requirements of not breaking, not bending, and cutting, as well as being an aesthetically pleasing work of craftsmanship. The wearing of a sword was a privilege restricted to the samurai class and forbidden to the merchants and farmers. In effect, the sword served as both a symbol and an instrument of the samurai, 10% of the population dominating over the 90% of people engaged in commerce and agriculture. The true samurai revered a good sword, and superior blades were passed down from generation to generation as treasured heirlooms. Yet this elegant piece of work had a tendency to tarnish and rust. It was a mark of pride for the samurai to spend the time and care needed to keep the sword ever gleaming. Karate. This martial art for unarmed combat originated in Tang, China, and was further developed in Okinawa, where it was originally called karate. Karate is different from other martial arts in that it was secretly practiced by the common people who were not allowed to bear arms.